what's good, man? Just getting in the crib, scrolling through internet once again, seeing some stuff that just disturbs me, man. Just disturbs me, man. I'm waiting for a few people to come in, man. If y'all new to the channel, please subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Please subscribe, man. I'm one of them real ninjas that's really about the kids, man. That's really about the kids. And really about being a real man, a real person. If you really saying that that's who you are. But hold up, man. Yeah, yo, I'm waiting for some people to come in, man. Hurry up and come in. Waiting for y'all, man. It's over now. Where's Conrad? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? I know it's late. I know it's late. Azzy Bond, what up? I know it's late. I want people to correct me if I'm wrong. You ain't never past my bedtime. I sleep when I die. I don't go to sleep. I take naps. Kills, what up? He said the title is wild. He told them people that's already was deleted. Is that ratting? I'm confused. What do you mean he told them people that's deleted? What do you mean deleted? The people was deleted? That he deleted? I'm gonna break it down like this, man. Um. Anyway, Brian Gibbs said, we had a history a few months ago and all that back and forth and back and forth and all that. He supposed to thought I said something to him because of my bro unique or whatever. It ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Or he said thought I said something about him and my bro unique had something to do with it, which my bro ain't had nothing to do with none of that. It was didn't even make sense, but he tried to make it make sense and make it like it was a misunderstanding or whatever. And maybe it was a misunderstanding on his part. I wasn't even talking. You nigga had nothing to do with none of that, man. Oh, you got the wrong Brian Glaze Gibbs. He ain't talking no dead people. You you gotta do your research. Anyway, so he that's what made him start going that unique and all that. But I don't even want to bring unique in it. We ain't even putting unique. It's him and unique is uh should I say settled. You don't talk about me. I ain't talking about you. This, whatever. He apologized in public that he was wrong. He didn't know what was what. So I respected him for that. Respect him for that. Left it alone. It is what it is. I'm just starting to get a little confused now. Because everybody's saying, I do this for the kids. Yo, listen now, kids. Listen now. Not just him, a few other people too. But I'm speaking about him right now with the kids. This is why I tell you, leave it alone. Don't do this and don't do that and don't do this and don't do that. Because of the stories. I guess the stories that ran out, you know what he was telling about his life. I could respect the person that speak about their life, what they went through, and being um transparent about them taking a stand on people, or he never took the stand on nobody, but he told. I don't care. I don't know if that's supposed to even sound like it's supposed to sound good. It still don't matter. You said you told, and you told, and you didn't take the stand. If you didn't take the stand, that means because they didn't take it to trial, so you didn't have to. But it's not cool to telling nobody period if you knew what you was doing when you was doing it. It is what it is. But okay, you came home, you said you doing what you did what you did, you told, and you know, you doing redemption. You wrote a book, you telling your story so that people or kids can read or listen and see what it was all about. I get it. So you've been telling your stories, and been, you know, getting a little traction from it, which is good, which is cool. You always end what you do in your episodes. Kids, this is why I tell you, don't do what I did because this and that, or don't do what basically from what you know the story that he's telling when he is telling the story. But we keep hearing it and hearing it and hearing it, right? Same way how we hear these politicians talk about what they're gonna do for us. Excuse me, phone going off the hook. How we keep hearing how politicians say what they gonna do for us and benefit us, and we hear it, but ain't nothing happening. Nothing happening. Nothing is happening. And I'm only saying this to say every end of his podcast says, this is why I say to you kids, don't do this and don't do that. Oh, my joint buffering, man. Bro, you always gotta come here and let me know, man. And see this one right here, if it's buffering, I'm gonna do this one over. I'm not gonna go through the motions. I was looking at bro, because I gotta let y'all know this right here is corny, and like you can't be doing that, man. What up? What up? What up, L Biz? How my joint looking right now? My buffering, it buffed a minute ago because somebody hit my jack, man. It's a lot of echo. I don't know. They don't want me to be great because I got this real stuff on. Blurry. Can y'all hear me clear? Because I'm glad a lot of y'all up here right now. Some of my real right knowledgeable people is up here right now for this conversation. For real, for real. A lot of my real rights is up here for this conversation. And I'm going to break this down like this. This ain't no disrespect to Brian Glaze Gibbs, like trying to disrespect him or none of that, because I don't even got time for none of that in real life. I don't got time for none of that. And me and him was going back and forth before when he thought, or he told my bro that he thought I was coming at him for Unique. I'm not no Unique soldier on my own. I do my own thing. Unique is my bro. Look at him as a big bro, and I follow protocol. That's my dude, but I do my own thing, my own team always for years, period. Unique know that. Anybody in New York, Harlem knows that. And this ain't bragging about nothing. I don't care about none of that. I just like the unity. I like to have fun. I like to get money. I like my friends that get money. And if somebody hurting, we pull our friend back up so they're not hurting no more. Vice versa. Same for me. Period. Nobody don't tell me what to do. Nothing. So I don't know what Brian thought. Period. But I'm one of them people that if you ever came through Harlem, it would have been a problem, and ain't nobody could have told me nothing. They might have would have had to ask me, and that's a fact. Period. Straight like that. They can't tell me nothing. But I'm gonna follow protocol and I'm gonna respect my big brothers. I'm gonna respect my OGs, all of the above, because I didn't get where I'm at for not listening. And I'm not gonna be like, nah, you ain't telling me nothing. I don't care. But I'm not doing that. I'm just saying if I wanted to be on that turn. But my thing is right now, right? I'm gonna let y'all hear something real quick from him. And I'm doing this with fair use because I don't know what kind of dude he is at all. But I'm gonna let y'all hear him real quick.
Again, you dealing with a rat. You dealing with a confidential. This man tested.
He's talking about Prince. You dealing with a rat. You dealing with a. He's talking about Prince dealing with Al Prophet since he been doing his new since Prince been doing his new interviews with certain podcasts and this what Brian's talking. Listen to it real quick.
Fine. Right now, if he is the same individual that they say he's documented, that's what these documents are saying. He snitched, he rat, he cooperate for lesser plea. He got probation. Wow. Make it make sense, folks. Hey, listen, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, support. I am the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. If I can change, anybody can change. And like I said right now, folks, kids, don't get caught up into the crime. Don't get caught up into that street life. You know why? Because once again, it's not worth it. Right now is nobody trying to go to jail. Nobody right now, I'd rather say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
That's the part that got me right there. Because you keep saying, kids, listen to me. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. But he's sitting here talking about Al Prophet. He had all the time in the world to go and research Al Prophet. I ain't listen. I'm definitely not down with nobody that's a rat. Period. Now nobody knew Al Prophet was a rat. Nobody. Nobody knew that. And if somebody knew it, then that's on that's something to for Prince to say. I didn't know he was a rat, but he's saying, excuse me. He's saying, Prince, you didn't do your homework. You went on Al Prophet and you did this big podcast. I'm wondering, is you mad he didn't do one with you? What kind of rivalry you got with Prince? But that's still not my main objective, right? But it's one of, though. It's one of. My thing is how he just ends all of his podcasts with kids. This is why I tell you, don't do this and don't do this for the street. He's blinding the grown-ups that have kids. Now, even if kids are watching, which 9 times out of 10, kids not really watching us or watching people like him, but you might got some that's ahead of their time that can go out there and get up under the other ones and be ahead of the time. And those are the ones that will control the movement of young kids. And if they listen to a person like him, it's called foolery. And this is why I'm calling it foolery. Because why would you wait for Prince to come home to find out about our prophet, right? Now, when Prince come home, Prince is home. He's been doing different other interviews. He didn't compare no other interviews to the Our Prophet. He was main concerned with focusing on the one that Our Prophet did with Prince, right? And now he went and did some research to find out if Our Prophet was legit or not, or is a rat or not. Now, cool. I'm not here to defend Our Prophet at all. If that's what he is, and I chat GPT and it did. It said Our Prophet told on 2 people to get off of a charge. I did that before I got up here. He Brian said that you should have did your homework before you did an interview with him. People been listening to Our Prophet for a long time. So if Prince just coming home, what would make him do research when nobody else did it? Should have did it a long time ago. Why Brian ain't do his research a long time ago? Not only that, why would Prince do research when nobody else out here did it, and a lot of people rocks with our Prophet platform as well as all the other platforms that people rock with? So my thing is, what do Brian got against Prince? Is he mad that he didn't do an interview with him because he a rat, but he do have a platform that Prince could speak on? But this is the main thing right here. If you don't have a problem with Prince, why he did not pull his coat and tell him, yo, Al is a because the damage is done. Prince went and did the interview and all that because Brian wouldn't have known when um Prince went and did the interview. So once the interview was actually coming out, or they was marketing it to come out, or when it just came out, he could have just sent a kite to somebody and say, "Yo, I found out that Al wasn't good," knowing that Prince stand on principle, knowing that Prince would not be dealing with nobody that does that ratting thing. And I hate to even have to say it, but I gotta say it to get my point across. But knowing that Prince would not deal with nobody that would deal with um coming from that cloth of ratting. So, but being that he did already, because nobody ever said nothing, he been in jail this long. He probably been hearing about our prophet. Everybody been speaking about our prophet. Nobody ever said our prophet was a rat. Nobody did none of that. So he went up there and did it. It's done. But what made Brian go and research to find out? Which is cool. It is what it is. But when you find out that he is, why you didn't just send a kite to him on some real man time if you trying to change your life? If you're changing your life, why you didn't send a kite to him on some real man time and say, I know you did your interview. The interview is up. You speaking real time. You speaking real good things. Say, but I found out that a homie was Al Prophet testified against two people for unaliving, and he testified to get off to get probation, and that's what happened, so that he can let Prince come on the internet and say, as y'all know, I did an interview with Al Prophet. I just found out that he was partaking in whatever, being an informant, whatever, however it may go. And I don't condone none of that, but at least I got to get my point across. I thought he was a stand-up guy. Let Prince be the one to do that. Why Brian Glaze Gibb had to be the one to come out and do that? And now I'm trying to wonder if you trying to out our prophet, and you trying to discredit Prince. Because now I'm looking like, damn, you got something against Prince. Let the man, he did 34 years. He got a lot to talk about, to tell these kids what he did and all that. As a real stand-up man. You don't. You do tell people at the end of what you did, and you went and you testified, and you own up to it and all that. All that's cool. But why you ain't give the man a heads up, knowing he's speaking real good things, because he went and paid his debt to society, and not only that, his charges got overturned, meaning he was locked up unjustifiable. And now you doing that to do what? But then at the end of your podcast, you say, listen, kids, and you tricking people. This is what got me mad. You tricking people to make people think that you are for the kids. What are you doing for the kids? You don't come outside. Excuse me, y'all. You don't come outside. You don't do nothing for the kids, man. You do nothing for the kids. What do you do for the kids, man? We got real people that are real gangsters. Used to be gangsters. So I'm gonna put both of those in the same words. Real gangsters, but used to be gangsters. It's outside doing things for the kids, man. Giving away stuff and all that. Where's you at? You got Prince out here doing different podcasts, man. And speaking what he went through. Speaking things, man. And I don't know Prince. I never met him, nothing. This ain't even about him while I'm coming up there, but it is about him while I'm coming up here. Excuse me for saying while I'm coming up there. Meant to say coming up here. Excuse me, y'all. This dude got me highly upset right now. Because he tried to utilize the kids in every end of the podcast. And he's not doing nothing for the kids. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because I'm wondering if you even jealous of Prince. Why you never looked up Al Prophet a long time ago and could have told other people not to be on this show? You didn't even tell Prince not to be on this show. You didn't even tell Prince, yo, bro, I found this out. You ain't even gotta say, bro, if you ain't bros with him or nothing, if you real, then it is what it is. Once again, you being a rat telling on another rat. That's crazy. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on 1 second. man. Drink me some water real quick, y'all. Pardon me. But yo, basically, it's like a rat telling on another rat. So that means you still ratting, right? But this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest thing. For you to say at the end of all your podcasts, kids, this is why I tell y'all, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. But you really teaching our kids how to nitpick with other people. Pardon me, y'all. Let me sip on some of this good beer, man. That water ain't do it. I'm gonna sip on my beer. Fuck it. Excuse me, you two. But yo, you teaching our kids how to nitpick with other people. And then you utilizing I'm telling you kids as a scapegoat. Because you shouldn't be worrying about other people's business when you already did what you did, man. You unalived women, you unalived people, you admit to it. Give you respect for that part. Because you gotta live in that skin. But yo, why would you be speaking about other people, making them mad? So you think Prince ain't gonna be mad about you trying to say what you saying to him right now? You tell me if this is real, because I know you're gonna answer back. And I ain't saying this or doing this for you to answer back. I'm saying this to your audience, and I hope y'all share this because people be in the comments. Blaze, we glad you changed. I'm glad you making a redemption. You showing this and you showing that. That tell me that some of his audience is kind of cuckoo for cocoa puffs. Because if y'all not paying attention, he's talking junk about another person. So if he's talking junk about another person, he's showing your kid that they can go to school and talk junk about Kelvin, Teresa, Michael, anybody when they feel like talking junk about them, but still act like they're doing something nice. They're teaching our kids how to talk junk about people, man. That's the only thing you're doing up here. I guess your book ran out of sales. I guess when you first started, all your stories done ran out. You can't figure out nothing else to talk about up here. Because it ain't fair for you to be up here talking about a man that just did 34 years, 30 years, 34 years, whatever, and discredit what he's speaking about, even if it is on the platform of a guy that did rat tail whatever years ago, which nobody never even figured out or wasn't even paying attention to or nothing, and you didn't pay attention or gave a damn about it last week, 30 days ago, 30 days before Prince got out. You didn't care about none of that. Now you care about bringing it up and trying to discredit what Prince is doing. This is the whole thing. See, this is the subliminal stuff that he's doing. And a lot of y'all ain't catching on to it. And a lot of y'all need to pay attention. Because if y'all want a person, my child could never, ever listen to a guy like him because I already been figured him out a long time ago. None of my kids could never listen to a person that talk junk about another person up here on this internet. And then at the end of the sentence or at the end of the podcast say, and this is why I tell you kids, don't be doing this, don't be doing that. And you're only doing it to get the money. And when y'all click on, y'all paying. Y'all supporting what this man doing. I guarantee you right now, if he was to get canceled, he'd be back outside with his gun. I guarantee you that. Be back outside with his gun, trying to do whatever, and all that, acting like he's a changed man and all that. He'd be back outside, and he'll still be looking crazy. Y'all gotta pardon me, man. But yeah, you'll be outside like a savage, cause that YouTube money done dried up. Only way YouTube make money is when you talk junk about another person. The positive stuff he was saying when he was giving his real stories and all that, thumbs up to that. Tell your story, and at least you still telling them that you did tell on the people after they showed you love. That's cool. And the book and all that, it ain't selling. Only a few people gonna buy that book because, first of all, and this is just being real. People don't really even. And first of all, this is just being real. People don't even really buy books like that, man. You better off putting that in audio. I'm just giving you a jewel. Just giving you a jewel, bro. I'm just trying to figure out what make a man think that he can speak about what another man got going on right now after they cooperated with the police. Can y'all give me this jewel for real? I need to learn this one. Oh, we got up for debate up here. Oh, man. We got up for the dickhead up here, man. Hold up, my shit is slowed up for me. I see a lot of comments right now. I can't read all that dumb. Hold up, man. Let me know y'all still see me and y'all can still see me, man. Cause my joint, I don't know if it froze up on me, man. We got up for the dickhead up here, man. He talking to the wrong one with that fly talk. I might gotta restart this over. Oh, I'm good. I'm back. Oh yeah, that's all I need to know. I don't know up the big thing he fucking talking to, nigga. Use a clown, bro. Like I ain't even really up here to talk about you right now. Even going to all that stupidity you talking to, my dude. I don't give a fuck who home. Period. Rat lovers, you don't even have a conversation. Period. I don't care who's home. When you're up here trying to sabotage and play mind tricks with the kids, man, I think y'all work with the police, man. In real life. Y'all work with the police, man. Y'all work with the police, man. I tell it to anybody face. Period. You better do your resume on me, and you probably did already, but you can't find nothing out. That's what I do know. You can't find nothing out because the name is solid, boy. Period. Straight like that. You sound stupid. And I don't even know why I'm even talking to a rat lover. You's a rat lover, bro. There's no way you are not even relevant in life. And you can't even come outside of your own town. I was in your town. Why you wasn't out there? I was in the club. You wasn't out there. And I put up the post and I put it up live. And you wasn't out there. Why you ain't come outside? I was out there with the official Detroit dudes, boy. What you mean? I can't make that up. The restaurant is on my shorts. Go on my shorts. Bootsy in Detroit. You know where that restaurant is. Maybe you don't because you can't even come outside. Come to Harlem, though. Show me you in Harlem, man. That's what I want to do because I showed you I was in Detroit. I don't care nothing about what AZ do. When I speak about AZ, I just speak about my past. I don't care nothing about what AZ do. AZ gotta live up to what he do. AZ ain't got nothing to do with Bootsy, boy. Straight like that. So you ain't talk about nothing, man. Talk about what Bootsy do and what you do. You can't come outside. You ain't protecting people. And see, this people like you that roll with a person like Brian Glaze Gibb that make kids think that it's cool to be up here to do this because people like you live in the dusty basement. See, this is my house right here. I ain't even got to show you the whole house. I'm just showing you a percentage of it. You don't even matter to me, man. You ain't even a thought process. You don't even equal up. You in a basement, man. And you heard my boy Rose said, and this must mess up the energy of getting insight on real ish facts. And you're right, bro. Let me get back to what I was saying. Talking to clown. And see, this is how the government work, man. They put in people like these dudes to mess up what real reality is, man. He said, "You ain't got a basement apartment dwelling ass ninja." This guy's crazy, man. I don't have a basement. This guy crazy, man. But like you said, Ro, back to our regular scheduled program. So this guy is like, yo, our prophet is a rat. Why would Prince be up there? Prince, you ain't do your homework. Hold up, my G. Why you worry about if Prince up there for? Which one is you doing? You exposing Al to be a rat, or you exposing Prince to be with a rat? Which you already said in the beginning of your commentary that you didn't do your homework, Prince, so you know he didn't do his homework. He's up here to spread his truth. He's up here to really speak to these kids. He's up here to show that he really went and did his 34 years and didn't tell on nobody like you did, bro. You killed women. Excuse me, YouTube. You unalived women and everybody else. And I guarantee you, boy, I guarantee you, if your YouTube money shut off right now, you'll be back outside with your pistola. Then you'll be back in there, and you will hope you can tell on somebody. And a lot of people don't really want to address you because a lot of my dudes is real. You know what's they real them. They've been that route, and you don't want them to come out of retirement and all that. But I'm the one, boy. I'm the one. I'm the one that I'm here to give you the business. I'm like for real in real life. Cause I be outside, and these are things I try to let dumbos like the basement dude, whatever his name is, who was just on up here, the whatever his name is, up for the dickhead. Like he don't even understand, boy. Little skinny old me, dude. Like it ain't no play, dude. You would have never came around, and he said I wouldn't say it to Brian face. Whenever Brian ready, man, 1-on-1, boy, wherever you want to do it at. And that's a fact. So if you do your research, do your research. For real. Because I ain't never been one of those. But I don't like nobody to be out here trickery and using kids to make money. You up here on this YouTube to use kids at the end of your sentence and tricking real people that work hard every day and wish their kids do the right thing. This is why I say, kids, this after you finish disrespecting somebody. After you finish disrespecting somebody, Brian, how you disrespect somebody and then tell the kids, this is why I tell you kids, if you disrespect somebody, that means you are nitpicking with somebody. So now you telling my kid that they can go to school and don't start trouble, but if you don't like somebody from afar, you can say something about them. That's called nitpicking. Now, when you nitpick with the person from afar, not even on YouTube, just telling one of their friends or telling somebody that might know that person, then that person that they telling it to go over there and tell that person what your kid just said, then they'll come back and say, well, so-and-so came back and said, you said this, and punch your child in the face because they listen to Brian Glaze Gibbs saying what he's saying about other people that he knows. That's conflict with kids. And then it bleeds into the streets. And that's just little kids that I gave you an example of. I ain't go with the other age that can get these. So how could he, because he tell you he changed his life. I'm glad you changed your life in all the comments. You got redemption and this. How? What redemption? What? And you doing this for the kids? What he did for a kid? When he handed out a Happy Meal? When he handed out a bag of shoes, a t-shirt to a kid? When that ever happened? When Brian Glaze Gibbs ever did that? Only thing he doing up here is tricking y'all to make y'all believe he doing something. And anybody, it don't even take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. My homie was just like, yo, man, only squares listen to that. Real street people ain't listening to that, man. First of all, I don't want to keep hearing the word street people. No, I don't want hearing about street people. We ain't street people no more. Everybody's real people. Ain't nobody just street people. It doesn't matter about who's street people, and it matters about a person that listens to foolery or realism. And if you hear something that's real, it's real. And if you hear something that's foolery, you'll know that it's foolery. You know you won't want your kids around it. I would never let my kids listen to a person that talks in the manner of Glaze Gibbs, ever. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, at the beginning, he was telling his stories. That's cool. Tell your stories. Give your truth. You was a person that told and was an informant. Cool. Nobody, you never took the stand. Why you gotta say you ain't never take the stand on nobody? That's irrelevant. Just say you told on people. That's it. And when you do, trying to make an excuse to still play in people's ear. It don't matter if you took the stand or not. If you ain't take the stand, that means they didn't go to trial with it. Because if a person go to trial, they need to know who told on them, because they have the right to face their accusers. And that's just the law. Yo, up for the dickhead, man. Just put whatever you putting in my I guess put it in the comments, man, when you see it or whatever. Cause like my bro said, bro Williams, like, man, you interrupting what I'm doing, cause I ain't even got time to read your foolery, cause you don't even care. You really a troll, dude, and you pressed for this conversation right here too, so you can make money off. It's all about making money off YouTube. I ain't doing this to make no money off YouTube, cause I get money. Period. Go to Tubi. Check my movie out called Polished Soul. It's a true story about my brother. Mike Anderson had life. Well, he was facing the death penalty for some murders or whatever, and he copped out the life, did 17 years, wrote the movie, and we made it happen. It's on Tubi. Go check out the movie 17 Days, produced by my brother Terry D, and written by Terry D, directed by Terry D. I did executive production and all that. Go check that out. 17, the number 17 days. We got 2, 3 more coming. I'm doing a soundtrack with Jim Jones, Davies, Pastor Troy. Who else I got? My boy Nino Cahoots from Brick Squad. Right now, man, my mind on something else, man. But just go, you'll see the soundtrack coming soon, man. I ain't up here to be playing with y'all bums. You a bum. But yeah, I would never let my kid listen to a person that nitpick and talk junk about other people, and then after the 20-minute rant say, that's right, kids. I'm telling you, don't do this and don't do that. El Bliss said he think you with the hat on. I already know. They can think whatever they think, man. This ain't no play over here, period. Anywhere on the planet. anywhere on this planet. But none of my kids could go and deal with nobody that talk about other people, and then the next video come up, it's talking about other people, and then at the end of it, it says, yeah, kids, I'm telling you, you leave that streets alone. That's a fact, leave the streets alone. But you just showed them how to just talk junk about the person in the same video you telling them to leave the streets alone. This don't even make sense to me, logically. And a lot of y'all people that following this guy better wake up. Because at the end of the day, as soon as he ain't making no money, he gonna be coming. He gonna get it. He gonna pick that gun up again. And if he do get caught, he can't tell on nobody but himself unless he do it with somebody. But he ain't even gonna do that because he can't really come outside. Go hang in New York. He's been out in New York. He been in Harlem. He done been a legend with Miss T and all that. But he ain't really all the way well known in Harlem like that. People don't know who he is. I didn't know who he was, so I start seeing him up here. Which I don't care. We done dealt with little, like, okay, who you supposed to be? I wish it would. I wish a dude would come acting like they gonna do something to me. And what? Yeah, okay, sound good. Period. Like, stop it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. You really out here nitpicking because you're utilizing YouTube to make money, and you're utilizing YouTube to assassinate men's character that really went and stood up for something, and you are utilizing it to make money. Prince did not know whatever Al Prophet did, whatever Prince said was still a good fact that really resonate to people, meaning the kids, to learn history of what we went through. Queens, Brooklyn, whatever. But you mad because he didn't do it on your rat station. Nobody knew that Al Prophet was. Everybody been rocking with Al Prophet joint, and people still gonna watch it. Still, at the end of the day, they watching yours. He came home and had redemption. And if you was a real dude, y'all listening, if y'all following Brian Glaze Gibbs, if y'all looked at him as a real man, why y'all not looking at him as how he gonna tear down Al Prophet for changing his life and created a humongous station, channel, and doing the right thing now? But now he gonna call Al Prophet a rat. And Al Prophet been doing good. Ain't did nothing to nobody. But we supposed to respect Brian Glaze Gibbs channel. And Al Prophet show more content, more detail, more of a documentary style in how he speaks. And if you notice, Brian trying to kind of duplicate that style also, but he don't speak as well as Al do. But still, why would you bring that man channel down and call him a rat? And then you only doing it because you mad at Prince for some odd reason. Because I'm trying to figure, you trying to bring Al down or you trying to bring Prince down? And what does it even matter? If Prince doing something for the kids, you supposed to be behind it because you saying your channel is for the kids. So if Prince doing something for the kids and you saying, Prince, you saying something about Al Sharpton was a rat, so now you a rat protector too? If he's speaking about it, that's that man's business. So now you ratting on rats and you ratting on a man that's speaking on rats? Like, what? I'm trying to figure out What's your main objective? I sat back for a while after me and you had our first little confrontations here and there when you was acting like you trying to disrespect my brother Unique, bro. I speak up for my brothers. I don't care. Dame Dash, Unique, J Black, all my bros that's y'all think y'all gonna be talking about, it's not happening, man. It don't make me a difference. Period. Now I'm outside. For real, for real. And I ain't saying I'm outside for no beefs. No, I don't got time for no beefs. But ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me if you acting like it. Then that's what it's gonna be. But I'm just saying, what's real is real. And for these kids, I can't allow a person like you, Brian Glaze Gibbs, to act like you doing something for kids when you really not. When people are blinded. Why would you say something about Al if he changed his life? What that make you? A hypocrite. Because you saying you changed your life after you read it. But you had to get it in your heart to tell Prince what you doing on that channel, Prince. You should have did your homework before you got on his channel. Because he's a rap. That sounds crazy when you saying you changed your life. That's hypocritical. Al Prophet changed his life. That's something in his past. And I ain't here to defend no rats. I'm just saying to you, brother, you out of line for saying that. When you had all opportunity, years, 2 years, like whenever before Prince got out to do all of this stuff. Why do it now? Sound like jealousy or you got a thing for something, but you showing our kids how to nitpick and go and research and bring up stuff on people and do dirt. And then now when my daughter or my son or whatever go and find something out on somebody, my daughter, my son, or in your fan base, daughters and sons find out something on somebody and bring it to the front. And then they get mad at them and they out partying, chilling, and then one of them get unalived or something. You don't got to worry about that. You know why? Because you don't come outside. You don't go to the parties. You be in the house when you putting out the stuff about our Prophet and Prince. Go to Queens and hang out, or go to Brooklyn and hang out now. Do that right now. If you do that right now, I'll take this down and I apologize for even saying something to you. Go to Detroit and go hang out. Because the same way you got people that love you, I'm sure Al Prophet got people that love him. Alpo had people that loved him. It go all the way back to Nicky Barnes had people that love him. That probably still live and die for him. But yeah, like, come on, bro. Enough is enough with you with this stuff, man. I sat back and been watching you and watching, and you still doing the same old stuff. Up for the base, he outside every day. Yo, this up for debate said, what message did Prince have for the children? And they call me goofy, you know. Okay. J Love said all that gangster want to kill somebody is played out. Know what I mean? That's a fact, bro. I ain't disputing that. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. But I'm just saying, trying to make a point right here. I'm not up here talking about unaliving nobody ever. I'm just talking about what is up for the debate clown talking. And I'm just saying, before anybody do something to me, that's how I'm moving. But all that is definitely J Love. I'm with you on that one. Exactly what you said. It don't even make sense. Stupidity. But Brian, Glaze Gibbs, man, like, bruh, a lot of stuff, man. You need to just like chill with, man. Like for real. I ain't telling you what to do as a man. You a man. You a grown man. I ain't challenging you, gangster. I know you gangster. Your reputation exceeds itself. It is what it is. But sometimes gangsters need to be told when they out of line, when they wrong. I tell gangsters all the time when they wrong. And half of my niggas is just like you. And some of them is worse. They just in the cut. And that's a fact. And you probably know some of them personally. As a matter of fact, I know you know two of them personally in real life. That's what I do know. But a lot of this stuff, man, is ignorance. And I'm only feeling this way because I'm an advocate, man. I go out, I feed the homeless. I do things with the kids in real life. Show me what you do with the kids, Brian. Show us what you do with the kids. Up for the dickhead. You don't even count. You can't even come out. I was in Detroit and they told me you can't come out. You can go in my shorts right now. We was just joking with you. Where you at? My bro, G-Head, he had the mask on. Where you at up for debate? We joking with you. Where you at? Now, if you would have came out and said you wanted to chop it up, we could have. Because I had real official Detroits with me. It was my brother Free birthday. We did a paid in full party. I was hosting because I'm in the paid in full movie. We was in Detroit and they love Free out there. Them Detroit dudes is his brothers. And he introduced me to some real Detroit dudes in real life. And I was joking with you, but you ain't responding back. You ain't up here like you up here now. You ain't up here like you up here now. You ain't say nothing. You ain't come outside, brother. So don't talk my head off right now. And I'm coming back to Detroit. Period. Like, I go anywhere, man. Straight like that. I'm well loved. Straight like that. He say, you're lying. You don't want no smoke with the God. J Love said, what is the duty of a civilized man? To train these dummies to be a civilized man. And that's a fact. This man said, I don't want no smoke with the God. How old are you talking like that, bro? I know my knowledgeable people, my street knowledge people up here, man, is looking at these comments like, This guy's crazy. I don't want no smoke with the God. All right, well, come. You want to come to Harlem? What's the day? Saturday or Sunday now? We can meet in Harlem. What day you want to meet in Harlem? Because I came to Detroit. Can you come to Harlem? Let's meet up there. Let's say Wednesday. I got a few things to do. I finish tying up. I shoot up to Harlem on Wednesday real quick. We can link up and then I'll come right back. That's what I do anyway. I go to New York, see my friends, chill out, and come right back. I ain't got nothing to do up there. You like attention, man. Damn, up for the dickhead. Why would I be down there looking for you? And then I would tell you I'm down there looking for you. Do that even make sense? Why? And how could I find you? You can't even come outside of your own city. So if I wanted to come down there looking for you, and I know you can't come outside, I wouldn't even know who to ask where I can find you and be in the cut and still be sneaking, trying to sneak and find you. So that don't even make sense. You begging for attention right now. You gonna put this on your next podcast. I love it though, man. Yeah, keep me relevant on your page, man. Why would I come looking for you? Why would I even tell you? And what do I need to look for you for? You're not even relevant, bro. You is a troll. I don't even know why I even talk to you. My boy El Blizz was telling me to leave you alone anyway. Hold up, I gotta get something. But I'll be right back. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. This guy's crazy, man. Bro Williams said, be more careful. That's one of my other smart generals up here, man. He already know, man. Like, yo, like, up for debate. Stop it, man. Up for debate. He's a funny guy, boy. Up for debate is a. This nigga said, why are you playing like you looking for me then? Um, he called me a bum. You just said you sent it to me and you were here, right? So if you wasn't looking for me, then why are you acting like you is? I told you, man. I said, man, my bro. We said, where you at? We looking for you. I said, even though we was playing with you, but you still ain't answered back. And you didn't. But if you would have answered back, I'd have been like, yo, come meet me down there and let's politic, bro. What's up? Let's chop it up. From a real nigga that went and did time that was facing 60 years to a snitch lover like you that love a person that unalive people and act like they was at home. Oh yeah, come eat with me, man. Yo, we going to hump these girls, yo. And when they get in the car, they unalive them. Sucker moves. Even though you ain't never heard a real story when they said this guy walked up to the corner and put it to the dude melon. I know dudes that walked up and put it to dude's melon. Pow pow. Done. ain't tell nothing and came home. And I know them that did the same thing and walk up and did walk-ups and ain't never go to jail. But you love the ones that use other people to do it, told on them, and sent them to jail, and they came home, even though they went did time, but they came home. But you like them type of people. We don't rock with people like you. That's why you can't never come out in Detroit, because Detroit is one of them towns that don't play no games with people like you. That even if you didn't do it, you love people that did do it. You love a rat. These people in Detroit ain't rocking with you. Take some pictures. Matter of fact, we can do this. Take some pictures of you outside of Detroit in the hood. We ain't never even seen you in the hood, man. We see you in that dusty chair in the corner, man. You'll meet me. He said, I'll meet you in Mecca or Medina. Where's that? That's in Detroit. But you're not one of them. And that's why you shouldn't play with me. Bro, where's Mecca or Medina? That's in Detroit? Or is that, which one is it? Because I know you already tried to do your research on me, and you ain't gonna never be able to find nothing. But real talk. But let me get back to what I was talking about, man. Because I don't even know why I ain't even conversating with a Rizak Lizover. Maybe it's the ease, the tension of what I had to say about a person thinking that they can blindside people with kids to think that a person that comes from the era that we come from and we are doing the right thing by them by going back and forth and talking junk about another person. And I gotta say talking junk because we can't curse on here, man. But it's still appropriate because a lot of people that are, and I don't even want to call them squares because my boy was saying they squares, and I'm like, even the people are squares. So what? It doesn't matter. They are still people. They are people that have common sense to know that when a man or a woman is saying something about another person inappropriately, or not even inappropriately, when they're saying something about another person's business, has nothing to do with them, and they inserting themselves in it. And then after they insert themselves in the business, they say, and this is why I tell you kids, stay up out of the street stuff. And after you inserted yourself in the business of somebody else's, that means you ain't even paying attention to the message that you just sent by inserting yourself in somebody else's business. Now, the kid gonna listen and say, which is smart kids. Now, you might get a few kids that's just not all the way sharp and not there yet. We could say that. But they might say, well, damn, he was just talking about that other man. What if the other man get mad? Or that other woman, what if the other woman get mad for what he said? They might get into a fight or a shootout, anything. Well, if he can do it, what's the problem with me when I go to school tomorrow? Because Susie said something about me, or Greg said something about me, or I don't like Susie, or I don't like Greg, and I feel like I want to express my mind and talk about Greg to all the people in the classroom. And then when Greg or Susie hear about it, now our kid that listened to the Brian, how he talk about other people, now Susie or Greg get mad at our kid and ready to fight or ready to. So what lesson is he teaching? Just because he went and because he went to jail and he admitting that he did rat and all that. So that sound good. That blinds you. That's the blinding part. Blind your ears and everything. I went to jail. I did what I did. I told what I said. I did this, that. Yeah, but I'm still here. I'm telling. Bro, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You shouldn't be here starting trouble with people. You starting trouble with Prince. His business had nothing to do with you. He was minding his business when he came home. Yeah, you got a platform. Other people talking about it, but they ain't saying what he doing. You coming up with all this other stuff, my G. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Off of the base set and this. You trying to protect your money, boy. You want to make sure that Brian can keep talking about something and you can keep talking about something, but you don't be talking about nothing, brother. You bugged. You wildin'. It's sad for you, my G. It's sad for you, man, that there are really people out here like you. But the internet created this stuff, man. You'll sell your soul for some money. Not only that, a lot of people like y'all can't even get money. Well, Brian can't get no money no more anyway because he can't come outside because he a RAT. So the YouTube money is good, very good, and it's probably kind of close to the money that he used to get. He had a channel before it got shut down or whatever. Then he came back with a second channel. Yeah, I know all that. I'm paying attention, just so you know. I'm sharp like that. But still got to get you a little second job, third job, whatever. But anyway, not doing nothing. This YouTube money is the best thing that ever happened to bums that can stay in the house. That's it. Because you ain't doing nothing. Where you doing something for the kids? Where y'all passing book bags out? Where you out at? Where y'all giving haircuts at? Where y'all giving snacks at? What like where? Where y'all doing something? Feed the homeless, something. Nothing. Nothing. You on your porch or in the basement, man. Until y'all show that, y'all not doing nothing for kids. Y'all are nothing for kids. Nothing, 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 nothing for kids. You're doing nothing for kids. Stop using that kid status, kids this, that, this. After you finish cursing a person out, then you say, yes, my kids, I tell you don't be in the streets. After you finish telling a person's business, that's crazy. And any parent that falls for that, y'all are crazy to fall for that in real life. In real life. Tell him to show you something. Go on my page and pull my shorts up. You'll see me on my truck playing with the kids, giving out slushies, playing basketball, all that. Feeding the homeless. I do all that. This ain't no made up stuff. Hold up. Drop that link, ninja. You're a whole, hold up. You're an old snitch movie. Playing a funky for Alpo. You couldn't come up with nothing else better to say. Up for the base said, drop that link, ninja. You're in a whole, you're in a whole snitch movie playing a flunky for Alpo. And see, this was stupid about him, right? He called Pay the Full snitch movie. Because at the end, it showed Alpo saying, I ain't telling nobody. I give you people from DC and this and this and this and this. Which he didn't even understand the essence of that ending. It's to show kids, stop thinking you slick. Because this will happen to you. And you will go to jail thinking you slick and or lose your life. Because either or, when he shot up in that building and ran out and ran to the police, they could have shot him. But they let him live, took him downtown to the interrogation room, and let him tell on people. And this shows the kids you don't want to live that life. And not only that, it shows separation, which is whack as hell. I ain't gonna give you, but I'll give you up some people from DC, which separated our good black brothers that we got out there in DC. We got some great black brothers from DC, man. In real life. Because we all the same. We ain't no different. Why would you tell on somebody from somewhere else when we all the same color in the same type of hood, same environment? We just from different places, from afar, but we are the same. That's straight ignorant. That's whack. For real. That's separation. Stupidity. But it was a message in that movie which we should have paid some attention, which we did pay attention to it. That's why DC and Harlem is strong. For real. My brother Unique took me to DC, met and introduced me to one of the most popular guys down there, which and a whole bunch of other ones, man. Whole bunch of other ones. Antoine White was one of the like his welcome home party, man. Like what? Popping bottles non-stop. Everybody popping bottles in every booth that was around, tables and whatever, and he paid for it. And saying, yo, we need to put our movement together. We got to run. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. We got to connect our Harlem and DC movement together. And that's what we've been doing. You can go up there on Unique Mecca Audio channel and see him interviewing Antoine White. Great dude. Nothing to play with. Great dude. That ain't even nothing for me to highlight. I need to highlight that he a great dude. Because who cares about the nothing to play with? You'll find that out if you have to find it out. Other than that, he ain't trying to highlight none of that. He's a good dude, changing their lives. This is what we talking about. We ain't talking about no people that's supporting negativity, supporting going back and forth, beefing with other people. He don't even want to be on your platform if that's what you're talking about. So up for debate. Stop talking stupid. Talk stupid, man. We out here moving for real. We doing for real stuff. You up here trying to get a check off YouTube with your trolling, but I troll with you, baby, because I'm gonna get my check off you. So keep on talking. But everybody know what it is and who I am and all. I ain't got nothing to hide. Nothing, nigga. My name is Stand Up. I was in Maryland facing 60 years and went to trial with mine. So my name is great. Period. Ain't nothing to talk about in the interrogation room. So I ain't. You just talking, bro. Find you somebody else to troll, man. But you know, you could just throw Alpo name in the algorithm or in the thumbnail, and it's just gonna ride anyway. So you're gonna get your little checks to defend it. So I get it. And no disrespect to Alpo because he got family and people that love him, man. And he was a brother that I used to love. I used to look up to. A lot of this, what I got inside of me right now, comes from his real man side. I learned some real man stuff from him before he crossed over to be like people like up for debate. But I kept that part in me and being loyal and being stern and being what we stand for. And sometimes you got to know when to fall back when something ain't right. So I fall back like I did years ago. And that's why I'm still here. You sit here and talk to dummies like you up for debate and give my real point across to people like Brian, man. And I'm not here to diss Brian. This ain't no diss. I should have said this a long time ago. This ain't no diss to Brian. But I just feel he shouldn't have never crossed Prince's name into Al Prophet. If he has something with Al Prophet, do that with Al Prophet. But not only that, don't utilize our kids to get money on this YouTube because you spreading negativity when you beefing with another man, and then at the end of you finish beefing, you say this right, kids. This is why I tell you this. That's all I'm saying, man. That's just that. Period. And I'm done with the Brian now. We can get to the up to the dickhead. If y'all gonna be here when I come back, I'll be right back. 2 minutes, man. So I'll finish with the troll. I don't mind rocking with the trolls. And this is what my bros know me for. They like, yo, you need, yo, chill, man. I'm like, nah, I'm with it. I'm with it. When I'm finished with my daily due diligence, if the trolls got time to play, then let's play. And I'm with calling out people for the right reasons. I'm not here to cause no problems. I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke with nobody, no nothing. Just don't bother me. Period. Because other than that, shit, I gotta defend myself. Up for the dickhead. What up? I'm back, boy. What we gonna do? What we talking, man? We gonna make this one a long one. Rock the Mac said, you on some real home shit? You on some real dick ass shit, my nigga. Fuck you talking about? Up for the base said, now you're talking civilized, homie. Keep talking like that. Tell me who teach them babies. The babies are the greatest, whatever that means. He said, off the base said, niggas love Poe just like they love unique mega audio. Does. Unique mega audio want to make a point, show you what real is, who did good, and who did bad. And he let Alpo speak what he did bad. Poe said he did what it was for him. I don't know how people got that twisted, but it just shows you how our people think. Stupid. You don't even know a real point when a person is making it to you. When a person is making a real point right in front of your face. But okay. What do I need to debate with a rat lover for? Up for debate. You call me a hypocrite. Up for debate, call me a hypocrite. To the kids. I don't know where y'all mental is at, bro, but that's crazy. Nigga told me to go get some money. You looking crazy as fuck. Said, so you ain't got knowledge of self. What is knowledge of self? He said, you're a rat lover too. You love AZ. I don't be with AZ, bro. AZ don't even have my phone number. He gotta call me on three-way. Get it together. And AZ ain't rat on nobody he did a crime with. He took the stand on people that unalived women, tried to unalive the 13-year-old girl. They stabbed her and everything. And she still lived. That's God. That's called God, brother. Sound crazy, man. But that's AZ business. He got to live with whatever he did, if that was a thing. But ain't no people siding with you about AZ over Alpo that unalive people and act like he was their friend and act like he was gonna hang with him, and then did what he did to him and all that. Like you, bro, your mental is crazy. Your mental is trash, 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 trash. Just show me you hang out in the hood in Detroit. Show me some footage. I'll show you some footage when I'm in the hood in Harlem. I showed you I was in Detroit. And I was with thorough Detroit dudes. Thorough. Thorough. And I didn't even show you all of them. That's my mans. Because really, I was looking for you and you was really outside. And I was really looking for you. I could find you. You ain't nothing. But all my Detroit people saying, man, don't you waste your time talking to him. Because he don't come outside. He can't come outside. That's what they say about you. So I don't waste my time. I listen to what my bros tell me. Period. I just was hanging with two Detroit girls. They said they don't even know you. And they in the tap dance world. They with a bunch of celebrities, but they be back and forth. They just drove from Detroit. Today. I just left them. You gonna keep your podcast rolling, boy. You gonna get you a check. I'm gonna start making you send me a check, even having to talk to a person like me. Cause they done told me, man, leave that dude alone, man. All the dudes that you be talking to and talking disrespectful to and making your little bogey episodes up and putting them up, they be like, man, leave him alone. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna keep on trolling him. If it's people he got an audience, then they'll come over here on my page. Okay. My people go to your page when they come back, they be like, yo, who's that dusty dude you keep talking about? That's what they say. For me to be broke, brother, you got a long way to go, man. Just Google Big Bootsy, which I know you did already, so I ain't even gotta tell you that. My bad. And now I'm getting ready to roll, man. But my ending message, hold up, before I end this message, you pick and choose, Boosie. I ain't got no picks and choose. That's the difference. Who I pick and choose with? I ain't got nothing to do with no rats. Nothing. Boosie name is Golden. They love Harlem. I can walk through Harlem. I can start on my block, 146, and then Harlem blocks start with numbers 146, 147. So let's go down 146. We can go down or up. And I guarantee you, every block, not even every block, because all blocks don't got a lot of people that deal with what we grew up with and all that, but the majority of them do. I'm gonna get stopped and get hugs. Let's do this challenge. I'm gonna walk through Harlem and I'll walk blocks because I'm a walker. My energy is on 1,000, and I can walk blocks 1 6, 1 4 5, 1 4 4, 1 4 3, all the way down to 125th Street. And I can even go past there. I bet you I get stopped with hugs continuously. Let's see you do that through Detroit. Let's do that, Detroit. uh, Debate nigga. Up for Debate said a lot of your content is politically correct, and so you don't have no issues with nobody, regardless of how you really feel. You're really a coward. So basically, you saying I say stuff so I don't have issues with people. You might be right. I'll give you that. You're right. Because at the end of the day, it's none of my business. And you only do that up here to make money. And even if I feel some type of way, it's none of my business to say nothing about another man. That's my whole point why I'm up here now about Brian Glaze Gibbs. And even you, Dumbo. It's none of my business to speak about nobody else's business. That don't mean I'm a coward. That means I was trained well. That's why you can't come outside and I can. So you could call me a coward. What I'm being a coward about? I had issue with people that I could have spoke about before the internet. But why am I speaking about the next man business for? That's their business. That's stupid. That's called dumb. Ain't got nothing to do with being a coward. What would I bring beef to myself? That doesn't make sense. What I get out of speaking about the next man business? I don't want no money. Money is not gonna blind me to talk about nobody else's business. That means you are stupid. And that's why you can't come outside and have fun. You got being there with the musty t-shirt you got on. That's just the bottom line. You in your basement. If that is a basement. It's ignorant, bro. Stop talking about people. Stop talking about people. There's other things going on the news. Do reactions on the news when people are being pulled over by police illegally, being shot by police illegally, being the government being shut down with food stamps. Talk about that type of stuff. You can't, because you know people don't want to hear that. And you won't get no views. But I still do it. I got some on my page right now. But when people like you or somebody say something that's ignorant, well, not really you, because you're a troll. So I would never really commentate on nothing you talking about. But when you playing with our kids and you ain't doing nothing for the kids, I gotta speak out. Is what I'm talking about for us, Brian. But other than that, well, I'm a coward for. Everybody know who I am. They know what it is with me. They know if they move on me, they gotta ask questions first and ask what's up with this or is that your man and this and that before they move. Cause certain men ain't supposed to be touched, even though certain men do still get touched. And then after they do that, then they get touched. I'm just saying, I don't do that because there's no need to do it. Ain't got nothing to do with me being a coward. I ain't scared of no man. The only person I fear is God, the real God, God. Whether it's Allah, Jesus Christ, God Himself, Buddha, whatever. Not no made up God. Understand that. I don't play them games. A coward ain't never been in my resume. That's why when you Google me, or if you do know somebody in Harlem, the 1, 2 people you might know that don't really know what they be talking about, they ain't gonna never tell you nothing bad about me. Ever. Because the name of the game is being a good person, a good dude, a good ninja. That's the name of the game. So coward, I don't even know what that means, man. But go through your hood and show me some footage. You hanging in the hood with your team. And if you ain't doing that, you ain't nothing. People need to cancel up for debate. If he can't go in the hood, you need to be canceled. If he can't show what he talks about, he need to be canceled. And that goes for everybody else. If no person can show that they doing nothing for kids, showing and doing something for kids, being outside, they need to be canceled. Need to be canceled. Period. Period. He said, damn, dog, how much liquor you could. I'm drinking beer, baby boy. But once again, back talking to these rat lovers. And people that don't love our kids and trying to fake us out like they love our kids, man. So make sure y'all share this. Please hit the notification button and let us know. So y'all know when we here, when I'm rocking, when I'm rolling, when I'm here rocking and rolling and correcting these trolls and people that is against our kids. Because I'm going to keep it going. Enough is enough with the bull crap and the foolery, man. Because you're not fooling nobody but yourselves. But up for debate, though. Go through your hood with your camera, and I'll go through my hood. And then we'll go from there. Just let me know when you're ready, man. Period. And the real Big Bootsy on Instagram. Send me your number in my DM. The real Big Bootsy on IG. And we can go from there, troll. This how we get rid of trolls like you, man. We correct you and we confront you. If you can't go out in your hood with your camera and show you got some kind of love, why would I debate with a dust bucket like you, man? You don't even count. That's just that. You done made my people don't even want to be up here no more. All my knowledgeable people done left off the page, man. Off the channel. It's sad. But I did want to let you know, you ain't nobody, bro. You a troll. Stop trolling everybody. You troll everybody. It ain't even just me. I'm just the one that just make the time of the day for your dumb stuff. Period. This guy asked me how many children do I have. This guy's crazy, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Please share this for dumbos like Up for Debate. I'm waiting for your response because I'm going to love every minute of it. I'm going to love every minute of it, man. And tell them to make sure they come go to Street Knowledge Podcast. How about that? Peace.